So the Kansas City Chiefs are headed back to the Super Bowl again. And the information superhighway is gridlocked with pea-brains from Poughkeepsie shouting, the whole thing is rigged.
They took my
Okay,
job.
are these NFL games rigged? No. You want to know what's rigged and fixed? Wall Street, Hollywood, Washington, the WWE, and most arranged marriages. Everybody tired of the Chiefs winning or tired of Taylor Swift cheering in a luxury box is telling me that the Chiefs get all the calls or the NFL purposely favors the Chiefs. Okay, is it possible the Chiefs have gotten a lot of favorable calls in recent seasons? Sure it is. We saw a couple last week against the Bills. Okay, it's also possible, my friends, that the Jacksonville Jaguars have gotten a lot of favorable calls in recent seasons, but nobody gives a rat's ass about the Jaguars. The Chiefs are on national TV a whole bunch, so more people see their games and more people just blather on about what they see. Folks, it is a hard game to officiate. Mistakes are made. You have 7 officials on the field watching 22 players. In the NBA, you have 3 officials on the court watching 10 players. So we're talking about 1 official for every 3 players. Maybe, just maybe, here's a solution. The NFL uses 22 officials, 1 per player, and the NBA should use 10 referees, 1 per player. And I'll tell you a couple of things right off the bat. 1, they will still make mistakes, and 2, people will still shout to the high heavens that it's all rigged and fixed. We'll get to the fixed thing in a moment. And by the way, 22 officials for 22 players. You could have had 75 observers at a Jeffrey Epstein party, and you'd still miss half the sexual misconduct going on. The thing is, if you called every infraction at an NFL or NBA game, it would be a flag fest and a foul fest. The officials do use some discretion and judgment. Trust me, in his prime, Shaquille O'Neal would get fouled 15 times a game. LeBron James gets fouled 15 times a game. Did you really want to see Shaq taking more free throws back in the day? Okay, let's turn our attention to the conspiracy theorists who contend the NFL is rigged. Okay, show me the chain of command on this. Show me the paper trail. I mean, somewhere along the way, you'd think we'd hear from somebody involved in this nefarious process. Yeah. I worked for the league office. Roger Goodell would call one of our senior VPs on his burner phone, and that guy would text the head of officiating, and that fellow would email the head referee of the Chiefs-Chargers game, and the ref would tell his line judge to call a phantom offsides with 1:38 seconds left in the fourth quarter if he thinks Mahomes is about to throw an interception in a tie game. You know why the NFL was a better game in the 1930s, 40s, and 50s? Nobody saw any of the games. No TV. No controversy. People complain these days, by the way, that the NFL doesn't have full-time officials. Hey, in 1940, the people officiating the NFL championship game were a librarian, a postal clerk, a fellow who delivered milk, the deputy sheriff of Mayberry, RFD in North Carolina, and some fellow they called Uncle Ned who brought all the whistles. Get out of here with all this stuff. I don't want to hear it.